guys, what is up? AwesomeTheSauce here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and this is most certainly a video that I'm super happy to make, but I never really thought that I'd have to make. So, let's just clear all the myths, alright, about, everything that happened. I know a lot of people just have a lot of questions, and I really want to get to the bottom. Question 1. Was I banned from Wizard101? Now, if you guys have been following along with the channel, thank you so much for all the support, by the way. The tourney was a huge hit. The stream before that, actually, those two were the two most viewed streams I've ever had. So, I don't know, it's a little crazy, to be honest. Just a lot of things have been happening on this channel. But, if you guys have been keeping track, I guess, with everything, then because of me and my misinformation, you probably think that I got banned by KingsIsle, and I'm here right now to dispel all the rumors and explain exactly what's going on. Now, if you guys have been watching the streams over the past few weeks, not just the past few days, you would know that there is somebody who I really don't know who they are, who they are in real life. I don't even know who they are in Wizard101. I really don't have a great clue on that. But they have been harassing me, and I don't like to use the word harass a lot because I feel like it's overused, but I feel like in this case, it's definitely true. So they've been coming over to my streams, they've been stream sniping, they've been doing all kinds of things, abusing the chat filters, by the way, to say all kinds of things that I really wish could be avoided, but I guess that's for another video. But very awful people. I have to let you know that I've yet to really meet people as disgusting as these human beings. Now, me being the free-minded individual that I am, I decided, why do they hate me so much? So actually, the day before all of this happened, I got into a call with one of them. They messaged me on Discord, I got into a call, and here was their rationale. They said that I wasn't fit to lead the community, and they also said that they would do everything to be detrimental to my streams as possible. Now, that's all good and, that's fine. That's whatever. If you have your opinion on someone that's negative, that's fine. But to go out of your way to make sure someone can't do something they love and honestly treat a community the way I do, I feel like that's just crazy. His purpose, as he explained it, was, and if you guys were there in the stream, it was actually kind of crazy. His purpose was to expose me for the horrible person I was. He had no actual argument as to why I was a horrible or bad person, but horrible person, and he wanted to use, I guess, dethrone me. He called me the leader of the community. I'll be honest right now, I don't view myself as a leader in the community. I view myself as a content creator, and I think our community leads the community. You know what I'm saying? Our community leads a larger community. That's how I've always seen it. It's all about the AwesomeTheSauce army, the saucy posse, if you know what I'm saying. So there's actually a lot that happened in terms of the aftermath of that conversation. But because I was so engrossed in making sure that the tourney would go really well, it kind of was more of a sneak attack. So what actually happened was someone under the name support@kingsisle.com. Now, I want to clarify before I go on with this was not KingsIsle, this was not Wizard101, there was nobody that was actually affiliated with the company. It was actually people who were impersonating the company, which is, by the way, criminal fraud, and they basically emailed to me and told me that they had sensed 3 IPs that were connected to my account. Now, they were emailing me through the email that I'd used to set up the tournament. I was already, it was really fishy to me, but their argument that the first email that they sent before even the IP thing was that my event could cause unwanted tourism and that I'd have to cancel the event. Now, obviously, I wasn't going to cancel the event, and I told them that. I felt like they didn't have the power to do it. But then they brought up the IP thing. Now, I want to clarify this right now. I should have stopped talking to them at this point when, they started talking about all these things from an email that wasn't associated with my account. This is my fault. This is completely my fault for falling for this. But because I thought they were treating me differently because I was a content creator, I decided to go along with it because I didn't want my account banned the day before the biggest event I have ever thrown. And honestly, one of the biggest events all year, maybe the past few years, I don't think I've seen an event like perform like this ever. I don't know if you guys agree with this. Maybe there are other events that did as well, you know, in terms of bringing the community together, but I feel like this is a really well thrown event. I wanted my account. So I was a little desperate, and I'm sure that these people, these awful, awful people who have harassed me, said all these racist things, and have now stolen my account by committing criminal fraud, they knew that. So basically what they decided to say was that I'd have to prove ownership of my account. Now, what happened next was full-on scamming. They did not ask me for my password, and they're very, very clever about this, because the one thing KingsIsle always says is that they don't ask for your password. But what they did ask, however, was for my username. They asked me for a lot of information, including things with credit cards, things with PayPal. Again, in retrospect, it seems like, why would you even, why would you say yes to any of these things? The problem is, in the past, there have been community leaders who seem to have been unfairly banned for reasons that weren't explained. Now, I don't know the reasons that they were banned, but from my perspective, I thought I was being unfairly targeted for some reason or another. I had no idea what was happening, and because it said support@kingsisle.com, and it looked like a very legitimate email, they used wording that was very legitimate. They did all kinds of things that seemed very, very legitimate. I decided to go along with it, and eventually my account became compromised. Now, in the stream leading up to it, when I showed those emails, I also ended up leaking other information to the rest of the viewers, and this is to 500 people. So, needless to say, a lot of things got, I guess not hacked, but definitely a lot of things got compromised. I'm credit cardless right now. One of my PayPals, I have multiple PayPals to avoid something like this happening. One of them is just gone forever. It's frozen. That's whatever. But luckily, as you guys can see, I got my Wizard101 account back. And that brings us to what KingsIsle actually did in the situation. Now, I'm going to say this right now. If I ever showed any source of disrespect towards the company, which I really think I have, whether intentionally or as a joke before, I genuinely want to take that back right now. They have been extremely, extremely helpful in this whole situation. They DM'd me on Twitter to make sure everything was okay. They followed me on Twitter to make sure everything was okay. They, when I emailed their support team, they were very, very thorough. They made sure that it could only be me that was accessing. In order to make sure that my email wasn't compromised, they actually DM'd me on Twitter to ask for the email that I was contacting them with to verify me, because normally they'd verify with the PayPal, but that PayPal was gone. They were very, very thorough. Now, as far as what the people who were targeting me did to my account, luckily, not so much. But I do want to say something about this, right? When you go to my login page, you see 5 out of 6 wizards. They did delete a wizard. But what I noticed immediately was that they changed nothing but the hats on a lot of these characters. And the hat is kind of my trademark. And I see what this is. These are people who are jealous. These are people who don't like what we're doing here. And when you have someone who has a community that can throw together a tourney of that magnitude, I get why they're jealous. They clearly don't like what we do because we're so successful at it. And I don't see it any other way. Just something as simple as just removing the hat stitch from everyone shows that they try to take over the account and try to remove all traces of the AwesomeTheSauce brand from it. And honestly, shame on you. I'm being honest. Shame on you to whoever did it. For you to think that, first off, this could have actually worked is ridiculous in the long term. And now it'll never work, because now I'm super hyper alert. I'm never going to let something like this happen. And that's the truth. Now, also, I know that KingsIsle is much more friendly towards me than I ever thought, because they're actually a good company. They went out of their way. And I have to say, guys, I'm not 100% sure they would have gone out of their way if I wasn't a content creator on their game, like at the level that I am. I really don't, but they did, and that doesn't change that fact. I want to personally thank everybody who sent emails to them, who tweeted at them, who did everything, because on the weekend, Saturday morning, they had already closed the account, made sure no one could make any more changes to it, and considering I got compromised Friday afternoon, to do it by Saturday morning, very early on, that's crazy. That's crazy for a company that doesn't even work on the weekends. I will be restoring this account to its former glory, and PvP content will come back. I'm currently in the middle of final season. I'm on page 13 out of the 15-page paper that I've been mentioning on the streams. You know, just a little fun fact. I got to study for another final. So regular content will resume on Wednesday. I will be streaming just, you know, as a welcome back, I guess, on this account today. So make sure you catch that stream. But I did want to update you guys to be very, very careful. Make sure that you never give... I feel like it's so obvious. Looking back, I've always known that. I would never. But don't ever give out, you know, your credit card. They'll never ask for anything more than the last 4 digits. They'll never ask for your security code. They'll never ask for anything of that nature. They'll never ask for your PayPal information as far as login. No matter how official it looks, whether the email's official, whether the wording is official, whether anything is official, KingsIsle is not that type of company, and I'm glad that they're not. I'm really, really glad, because they own a game that I really, really love, and I'm really glad that I can make the content that I love making for you guys as much as I can. I have no one to thank more than my community and KingsIsle for really, really coming to me at my time of need. This account I've been working on for about 10 years, and to restart it would have definitely been kind of crazy. Now, this is not to say that there's no damages being done. One of my wizards is deleted, and KingsIsle, I think they are restoring it, which is great. And I only have 45,000 crowns now, so boo-hoo to me, I guess. I had like 75,000 before, but that's fine. I'm really, that's not the end of the world at all. What I do want to say though is that as far as timing went, this could have been a really, really bad time, because I feel like when one prominent content creator quits, right, and another one gets hacked, and another one, and the same one is also trying to throw a tournament, for this to be such a targeted attack makes me question the motives of the people who did it. In that conversation that I had, they said they want Wizard101 to be great, and they love the game. This is probably one of the dumbest things anyone could have done if they loved the game. Over one weekend, they almost completely got rid of every source of major content creation that was possible. And honestly, what it would have done is probably just shake up the balance. This is not to say there aren't other content creators. You guys saw in the tourney, there's tons of content creators. That's not the point. To do this at this time makes me just think that these are just really, really stupid people, hateful views, very jealous people, and I don't have any respect for people who spend their energy focusing on how to make other people go down instead of focusing on how they can go up. But besides my credit card, which I still don't have, and I can't order Domino's, which is really upsetting, but like whatever, and my other wizard, you know, things are really looking up. And this thanks to you guys, thanks to KingsIsle. I want to clear KingsIsle of everything. They didn't abuse any responsibilities. It wasn't a KingsIsle employee that did this, like I thought in the stream earlier. It was a scammer, and the scammer reached out to me and said, "We have won and you have lost." And all I'm saying is, I don't think a loser can throw a tournament that had 600 concurrent viewers for 8 hours straight and have their account still back and have the greatest family on the internet. All right, I'm just saying, I just don't think that narrative fits that well. But you know, go ham. I don't care. Good try though. Good try. That's all I really got, my mans. Make sure you leave a comment. Tell me what kind of videos you guys want to see. My spring break is starting after Tuesday. Literally Wednesday, I'm gonna be streaming a lot, literally all the time. There might be daily Wiz streams. There will definitely be daily Fortnite streams and Smash streams on Twitch. So make sure you check all the links in the description, and let's have an amazing spring break, my man. Check all the descriptions, check all the links in the description, check my Twitter, check out my Twitch, check out everything, my man. Thank you to you guys. Thank you to KingsIsle. Screw you, whoever thought this one would work at a time when we didn't need it, but you know, it's all good. I just want to say thank you. For your concern too, my mans. I'll see you guys on the streams, and I'll be back to my regular schedule on Wednesday after, you know, I get dicked down by all of these midterms and finals. They're finals, they're not midterms. What are you saying, Sauce? Okay, anyways, if somebody has not told you you're awesome today, they doing something wrong, my man, so stay awesome, bruh. And thank you.